All right, call me a dreamer. You know, every now and then I'll be walking out and about, and and as I do, different thoughts circulate through my mind. I'm no different than you. I'm sure. You just kind of out and about, and different thoughts just kind of run through your mind. And I was just walking out of a grocery store here, just around the corner from where I'm staying in Varsden, Croatia. And I had stopped in to get a little pastry after coming back and walking through the old town on a Saturday morning here in Croatia. And I found myself thinking about the day ahead of me being the hour drive south of here to Zagreb, Croatia. The hour drive down to Zagreb, and what I know is in front of me, and that is the opening of the Advent in Zagreb, and the Christmas market, if you will. And as I was walking out of the supermarket with my little pastry in hand, I found myself thinking, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was just one of those moments that, you just can't believe where you're at and what you're doing. And as I walked out of the supermarket and putting the pastry up to my mouth. Okay, I'm embellishing a little bit. I don't know if it was at that exact moment, but it makes it sound good, as I was walking out of the supermarket, putting the pastry up to my mouth. This thought came, and the thought that popped into my mind was it all started with a dream. It all started with a dream. A dream. A dream to go see the Christmas markets, a dream to go to Europe for the Christmas season, for the Christmas markets. It's a dream that I've had for years. And here I am, I'm living it. I'm living the dream. And, as I walked back from the supermarket, I found myself thinking a little bit about a book that I read years ago. And this video is for those of you out there that, maybe younger in years. I don't know necessarily that you need to be younger in years to fulfill a dream, but I remember years ago reading a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. And one of the quotes in the book, Think and Grow Rich, was anything the human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Anything your mind can conceive, anything that your mind can believe, your mind can achieve. And that's something that stuck with me at an early age in my life. Must have been about 28 or 29 years old, and here I am living the dream. It's I like to call it a visualization. You visualize your life, and that's what I've done throughout most of the course of my adult life. Is I'll have these visualizations of how I want my life to be, where I want my life to go, what I want from life, etc. And being here in Zagreb, or being here in Varsden, on my way to Zagreb, and then ultimately to Ljubljana and Salzburg and Munich and Prague and Budapest and Vienna and Nuremberg, and it's like it's living the dream. It really is. It really is living the dream. And anybody out there that I guess you've got to come. I guess you got to reach a point where you just you have to realize that I was having a conversation not too long ago with a gentleman that follows me on YouTube, and he was telling me that he's afraid of failing. He said, "Well, I'm afraid to fail," and I used to be afraid to fail. My dad used to always say, I used to laugh, but I used to be afraid of failing. And, I don't know at what point in time in my life that fear subsided, But I think that maybe it was another quote that I heard, and that quote was that the only time that you fail is when you stop trying. That might be another quote from Think and Grow Rich. The only time you fail is when you stop trying, and maybe it was that thought that persisted me through a lot of the time in my life where failure was something that I was afraid of, if you will. But anyway, so those are just some thoughts that I had on my mind, and now it's time to head on and get down to Zagreb. This little place that I've been staying in, it's for $30 a night. For $30 a night, you just can't beat. It's a cozy little, it's a cozy little place. A very, very, very cozy little place. It served its purpose of giving me a comfortable place to sleep and a wonderful place to do my work, which I was up at 4 this morning doing my work. So anyway, with that being said, time to get on with my day and let you do the same. Everybody have a great day wherever you may be watching this throughout the world.